Hello, my name is Alex Poll and I'm the Research Experience Program Coordinator. In this video, I'm going to be introducing you to REP, explaining what it is that you need to do and how you will use REP for your assignment. The Research Experience Program, or REP, is all about giving you the opportunity to learn about research through actually experiencing it as a participant yourself. Through REP, you'll be participating in studies just like the ones that you read about. These studies will be conducted by Swinburne's staff, honours and postgraduate students. Through participating in REP, you'll also earn extra credit for your assignment. For every hour you participate in REP, you'll earn 1 bonus mark, up to a total of 5 marks possible. For example, for participating in a half-hour study, you'll earn 0.5 of a bonus mark, up to the maximum of 5 bonus marks. What will be required of you is to sign up for studies once the Research Experience Program opens. You will do this through a website called Sonar Systems, which we'll go through later in this presentation. Second, you'll participate in the studies that you've signed up for. Once you participate in a study, you'll receive REP credit for having done the study. For each of the studies that you participate in, you'll record the details on the Research Experience Program summary table available through the Assignment 2 handout. You will then choose 4 of the studies you've participated in to address the 4 values and principles of ethical conduct. For the second assignment, you'll be recording your REP participation and then report on your experiences with specific reference to the 4 values and principles of ethical conduct. These are research merit and integrity, justice, beneficence, and respect. At the end of the semester, you'll be rewarded a mark out of 25 for the second assignment, up to 5 of these marks for your research participation, and a mark out of 5 for each of the 4 studies you choose to address with the 4 values and principles. So 20 marks in total here. Note that the deadline to submit your assignment and complete the REP studies may be different. So it's important that you see your unit for information on the assignment due date, the REP closing date, and any other submission requirements. So how will all of this work? Firstly, REP is administered on a website called Sonar Systems. This is where researchers will advertise the REP studies for you to participate in. It's where you will sign up for the studies and where the researchers will award your credit. When you first access Sonar Systems, this is what you'll see. This is where you'll be able to log into your account. If you have not enrolled in a unit that uses REP before, you'll be sent a username and login details. This will be sent to your Swinburne student email address. Note that your Swinburne student email is different to the inbox feature in Canvas. You'll not receive communication from REP through Canvas, so you need to make sure that you're checking your student email through Outlook. Please look out for the email and don't delete it. If you don't see it in your inbox, make sure you check your junk mail, as it is sometimes misdirected there. Once you receive your login information, you'll be able to access the system. You'll be asked to read and agree to an ethics statement, and once you've done that, you can proceed into the system. You'll be able to change your password to one that you remember once you've logged in. If you have enrolled in a unit that uses REP previously, then you'll not be given new login details. You can use your existing login details to access Sonar Systems. If you've forgotten your password, you can use the Lost Your Password feature on the Sonar Systems login page. Remember that when you use the Forgot Password function, it can take a little bit of time for the email to come through, so don't click the button more than once. If you're still having trouble logging in, then you can email REP admin. If it's your first time using the system and you have a student number that begins with 0, please contact REP admin. The system has difficulty with user IDs that begin with 0, so we may need to set up an account for you manually. Once you log into Sonar Systems, this is what you'll see. This is your dashboard where you'll be able to perform all sorts of functions in Sonar Systems. The important one that we're going to focus on today is the View Available Studies function. When you want to view REP studies in which you can participate, you should click that green button. This will take you to a page listing all of the studies that are available through the REP system. On this page, you should take note of the eligibility requirements for each of the studies to make sure that you are eligible to participate in any studies in which you might be interested. This page also gives you information about the number of credits that are provided for each study. The first thing that is noted about each study is the number of credits. Note that 1 credit equals 1 hour of participation, so the information about the credits will also give you information about approximately how long each study will take you to complete. If you are interested in any particular study, you can click on the study title in red. This will bring you to a detailed description page, which gives you more information about the particular study that you've selected. Please read this information carefully to make sure that you are not missing any key details. Also note that at the start of this detailed description, circled in red above, you'll find the experimenter name and email address. The experimenter is the person who is running the study day to day and is usually different from the researcher who is also listed on this page. If you have any queries about the study, you should email the experimenter, not the researcher. If you contact the researcher, it is unlikely you'll get a reply. If you've read over all of the information about the study and are interested in participating, you can click on the green button here, which says View Time Slots for this study. For a lab study, the time slot is the appointment at which you'll need to attend on campus. For online studies, the time slot is the deadline by which you need to complete the study. If you do not see a time slot listed, it means the experimenter has not posted any time slots, as they are not currently looking for participants. You can only sign up for and complete studies that have time slots available. Once you sign up to a study, you can go ahead and participate as soon as possible for the online studies. For the online studies, you'll be sent a URL for the study, and you can take until the end of the time slot to participate in the study. If there are any technical issues encountered during the online study, please do not attempt to complete the study more than once, as this impacts on the data for the study and can make things difficult for the researcher. If your plans change and you are no longer able to complete the study by the deadline, you should cancel your participation in the study. You can either do this through Sonar Systems or by emailing the experimenter. Once you have participated, you'll be credited for your participation. However, it's important to note that you will not be credited for your participation right away. For online studies, you'll be credited within 48 hours after the end of the time slot. And for all studies, you'll be credited by 11:55 p.m. on the Sunday following your participation. Please note that some studies may have additional requirements that you need to meet before you are credited. So please ensure that you read the information about the study carefully to make sure that you've met all of the requirements. For example, some studies might require you to email a password to the experimenter before you are credited. If you do not do this, you will not be credited for the study. So please pay close attention to these details. Once you have completed a study, please ensure that you save a copy of the debrief statement, as this will help you to write your assignment. The debrief statement will be in one of the final pages of the online study. You can then use this information to complete the rep table with the study details and to help base your responses for each of the 4 studies to the ethical principles. You'll then upload your assignment to Canvas at the end of semester. When When you log into Sona Systems and view the studies, you might also notice that there are some studies labelled practice studies. Practice studies are real studies that previously collected data through REP, but which have been modified so that they no longer collect any data. These studies are suitable for participation for students who would not otherwise be able to participate in other studies. For example, if they are aged under 18, if they do not meet the eligibility requirements of the other studies available, if they have an objection to participating in research, or if they cannot earn the full credits available from the other studies. It is recommended that you participate in the real studies if you can, because these are being run by Swinburne Honours and postgrad students as well as staff who need participants for their research. However, if you cannot participate in the real studies, you can participate in the practice studies. You will still receive credit for participating in a practice study, and you can still use this for your assignment. If you have any questions, you can check the REP section on Canvas. Under this section, you'll be able to access this presentation, the link to Sona Systems, the Sona Systems Participant Manual, the Research Experience Program Frequently Asked Questions, and other documents which will help you to understand the process more clearly. If you have questions about a specific study, please email the experimenter. Please ensure that you contact the experimenter and not the researcher. The experimenter is the one whose contact details are in the first line of the detailed description section. If you have any questions about REP in general, please email repadmin@swin.edu.au.